I am very pleased to welcome you to our virtual grand opening of the West Campus of Yakima Valley College. Although we cannot be here in person to see this facility, I know that soon we will be able to welcome you to this amazing facility. This facility represents 49,000 square feet of new space for the college, and at a cost of $22.7 million. Our West Campus has been years in the making. It all began when the State Board for Community and Technical Colleges gave us approval to purchase this property, which included a restaurant and 2 retail facilities back in the fall of 2017. During the 3 years that have ensued, we have engaged our faculty and staff in helping to design what went into this facility and have watched the extensive renovations and additions to the existing retail buildings, resulting in this stunning transformation. The West Campus provides state-of-the-art classroom and labs for 5 of our allied health programs. They are pharmacy technology, phlebotomy, medical assisting, surgical technology, and medical billing and coding. This is coming available during a time where we need healthcare professionals. The new space will not only prepare our students to succeed in their careers, but will also elevate the quality of healthcare in our region. In addition to the healthcare programs, this facility provides a wine tasting room to showcase our student-produced wines from our Winery technology program. It also provides much-needed and improved space for the Larson Gallery, a new sculpture garden, and a conference center for large meetings and community events. We are very grateful to our architects, Sherry Brockway and Alan Opfer and their team from Bohr Architecture for designing yet another beautiful, functional, and environmentally friendly facility. We are grateful also to our general contractor, Michael Moan of GH Moan Construction. Moan Construction actually built most of the original buildings on the Yakima campus. And their most recent project has been Palmer Martin Hall across the street from West Campus. Later, you will hear from both of them as they share their vision and thoughts about the excellent craftsmanship that created this outstanding facility. Now you will hear from staff and faculty about how this facility will help students to learn and succeed.
Our graduates are preferred because they've always been very well prepared. But the preparation has happened under adverse conditions. That is all about to change now. And so for the first time, our students are going to be able to experience learning their area of professional practice in an environment that was designed to emulate what that professional practice looks like in the real world.
Faculty in Allied Health was really focused on giving the students a real life experiential learning opportunity. And we wanted integrated learning. We wanted an ability to collaborate interdepartmentally so that we could offer them real life simulation.
When you have those people that are very visual, hands-on learners, you take what you've learned in the book, and now being here in this facility, you're going to be able to apply it that much more.
When you think about what was on this footprint just a few short years ago and what is here today, it's a marvelous transformation.
The technology and the facilities are current and they're state of the art, and the students will be prepared for what they're actually going to see in the workplace.
There's so many allied health programs running at the same time, so you're going to meet other people, I think.
People who visit this facility will see there are beautifully provided soft gathering spaces for students that encourage students to, when they're able to, stay after class, collaborate with one another, study, and develop a sense of community.
I think this facility has so many possibilities that we don't even know about yet. I think that we're going to see some collaboration across all professions.
If the community can see it, I can't wait till they get to see it. I hope they get to see this.
For us to be able to have them ready to enter the workforce with training that will enable them to seamlessly enter as healthcare workers, it will benefit Yakima, it will benefit the entire valley.
I'm really excited about the potential that this facility offers for us to prepare students to be even more ready to immediately enter into their area of professional practice. Once they've graduated and they've taken that first job, they'll be even better prepared than they have been.
It's my pleasure to be here today, and who knew that in 2016 when Teresa Rich called me and said, "Sherry, do you have time to come down to campus? There's some buildings that the college might be able to buy." Well, who knew that we'd be standing here today and seeing the finished product of that phone call all these years later. And I just wanted to start by thanking YVC for trusting BOR Architecture and allowing us to assist them in the transformation of these old commercial buildings into wonderful state-of-the-art college facilities. It's really been a pleasure. And I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about my vision for this project. And I have to say that my vision is, one of it was just to make these buildings anything but what they had been, right? And then also to transform them into the college facilities that you're used to on the YVC campus, both in technology and in form and in looks, but also to keep them distinctly different, because there are 3 distinctly different programs and activities that are going to take place in these buildings, so that was very exciting. And I want to start with you on the east end of the facility, and that would be when we transformed a restaurant into a gallery and a wine tasting room. And I'm going to start with the Larson Gallery. The Larson Gallery has been a fixture on the YVC campus for many, many years, but it's been small. It's been kind of difficult to find for some people. Well, the new facility is going to have 2 large exhibit spaces where the gallery can now host large art shows, plus they can host multiple shows, which they've never been able to do before. They'll have a proper lobby and a proper gift shop. They'll have support spaces to allow the faculty and staff to properly administer the shows that are held in the gallery. Also, adjacent to that is a wine tasting room for Yakima Valley Vintners, the college's winery. And for many of you, you don't even know that they have a winery. We had the pleasure of helping YVC design their winery down in the Grandview area a number of years ago, and yet Yakima doesn't know much about it. And with this new tasting room, people up here in the Upper Valley will get to know a lot about the winery and get to taste some of the wine, which is a lot of fun. Adjacent to the winery, we designed a sculpture garden. So this is an exterior space where the Larson Gallery will be able to exhibit outdoor safe artworks. The winery will be able to host events, and they can host events in tandem, which will be really exciting for the campus. Adjacent to these buildings, or that building rather, in the center of this complex, we transformed a fabric shop into an allied health building. It was our opportunity to create this space for a program that we had the opportunity to originally design a building for a number of years ago. At that time, the allied health programs were brand new, and so we designed a new, very small building for them at that time, and it had a lot of shared space. Well, this new building has individual spaces for the different elements of the program, individual labs that are designed specifically to cater to the needs for instruction and for those students, and that's very exciting. We also designed a lobby and a student study space for the program. Students who are in this program really will spend most of their day here on the southwest corner of the campus, and so it's difficult for them to get to study spaces in the main campus areas. So they will have the opportunity to have a space all to themselves, if you will, which is very exciting for them. And then let's move to the third part of this building, and that is where we took a craft store and we turned it into a conference center. Many of you, when you think of colleges, you think of campuses full of meeting spaces, large and small. And while YVC has a large number of classrooms, they really have very few large, flexible spaces on the campus. So this conference center is giving the YVC campus an opportunity to have multiple spaces for multiple size meetings that are flexible and that can be reconfigured. In addition to these, we designed an outdoor plaza event space so that space can support the meetings going on in the conference center, but also can host events of its own. And who knew in this day and age that outdoor meeting spaces would become so important to us, and they have. So let me wrap up with some thank yous of my own. We had the pleasure of working with a number of local consultants in addition to ourselves, and local is what I want to emphasize to you. We had Conley Engineering, Leslie Engineering, HLA Civil and Engineering as part of our design team. We can design wonderful buildings that serve all the needs of our clients, and yet without great contractors, it's all for naught. We had the support of G.H. Moen and Company. Michael Moen, Tom Slager and their team did an amazing job on the facilities. And in this case, we also had the benefit of being able to bring in some artisans for the winery and the gallery. We had Titan Mosaics that designed some unique light fixtures for the wine tasting room, and they did some glass mosaics for both the gallery and the tasting room, which is very exciting. And Atlas and Cedar built the tables for the wine tasting room, so that is a special opportunity that we had in this project. And with that, I say thank you for having me here today, and I want to take an opportunity to introduce our next speakers. That would be David Links, who is the director of the Larson Gallery, and Trent Ball, the head of the YVC Vineyard and Winery Technology Program. Thank you.
This corner that our buildings are on 16th and Nob Hill is really a grand entrance to the college. And so having the Larson Gallery right on that corner when people enter the gallery will be a wonderful presence for us and a way to show the community we're here.
Now having a real special place on campus in the community, I think we're going to have an amazing connection now between our program, the opportunities in the program, and then also just a great way to really give an opportunity for our students to showcase this passion and skill that they're crafting.
When you walk in there, you'll have this wonderful, huge gift shop and a reception area. So that'll be the entrance to the space. Lots of light, lots of open space. And then you'll come back into the gallery where the gallery is more controlled for lighting and ambiance. And so it's going to be quite an experience.
One of the greatest challenges not only is making a fantastic wine, but now being able to sell it. And this tasting room provides a further opportunity for our students to be involved in the marketing and the sales and the social aspect and entertainment aspect of the industry, which is critical.
We're going to be able to get better exhibits from museums and colleges that wouldn't necessarily let us borrow them in the past. Since we have a new space that's climate controlled and light controlled, that will bring a much better experience for the students here on campus. So they'll be able to see a wide variety of things from all over the world.
A lot of our students envision themselves as entrepreneurs, and this opens up their breadth of opportunities and really lets them engage in that final step, which is with the customer and selling your product.
And we have a huge, vibrant arts community here. Vintners. So there's a lot of artists here, so it's drawing attention to local artists.
A lot of people get into winemaking because they enjoy the artistic aspect of it. And now I can see patrons that come to the tasting room that will be drawn to the Larson Gallery that might not have thought of the Larson Gallery before. And I can see the opposite as well, that those patrons that go to the Larson Gallery will now be drawn to the winery.
I can think of the whole thing as being this, experience, like a destination experience. You come have a glass of wine, there's maybe music in the sculpture garden, you get to walk through the gallery. I think it's a perfect relationship with the Vintners, and everybody loves wine and art. It just works well together.
We're in the heart of agriculture, and Yakima Valley College should be known for the great education that we're providing in our ag industry, and that includes the grape and wine industry.
In 1955, there was a friends group that started, and they helped support the gallery. In 1965, they became the Larson Gallery Guild, an official nonprofit organization, and they've been supporting the gallery ever since. So it's really with the partnership with the Larson Gallery Guild that we're able to do this big step.
It's an honor for GH Moen Construction to be part of a project that brings together so many different aspects of what makes Yakima Valley a vibrant place to live. The education of future healthcare professionals, Larson Gallery as a center for the arts, a new tasting room for YVC's teaching winery, Yakima Valley Vintners, and an impressive conference and event space. Completing this project during the COVID pandemic presented unique challenges as it was shut down and restarted, and the other challenges that go with that. I'd like to thank our partners at Bora Architecture, Yakima Valley College, and the many individuals who worked on the construction of the West Campus expansion for working together to overcome these challenges and successfully completing this project. In bringing the West Campus to life, I am proud that we used all local contractors for this work, magnifying the economic impact of the project on the Yakima Valley community. One of the exciting aspects of the West Campus project is the many green features achieving LEED Silver certification. Some of those features include: by repurposing the building that previously existed on this site, a large fabric store and a restaurant, we avoided sending a significant amount of material in the walls, floors, and roof to a landfill. Overall, more than 80% of the waste generated was able to be recycled or otherwise diverted from a landfill. Green vehicle charging stations that will be available for students and staff use. A landscaping water irrigation system designed to save 35% from typical irrigation water used through the use of drought-tolerant plants and efficient drip irrigation zones. Through efficient mechanical design, building envelope attributes, and equipment selection, West Campus projects to achieve an impressive 40% energy savings. Restroom fixtures were purposely selected for a very low water use. As a result, West Campus will use 62,000 gallons less per year than code requirements, a savings of 42% annually. I would like to thank my wife and my family for their continued support, and for all the workers at GH Moen for their dedication and continued support throughout the project. And also I would like to thank my father, who would have loved to have been here, as he was very involved throughout the campus and built many, many buildings throughout through the period. Next in our program, President Kaminsky and members of the Yakima Valley College Board of Trustees will perform a ribbon cutting to mark the opening of the West Campus. Then you'll get a chance to see inside this new exciting facility during a video tour.
As our virtual grand opening comes to a close, I want to thank our Board of Trustees, for Architecture, G.H. Moen Construction, and our many faculty and staff who gave of their time and talents to make this West Campus a reality. We look forward to welcoming you in person to personally tour our facility in the near future. Thank you for joining us in this celebration. The West Campus will have a positive impact on our community for many years to come.